Hey guys, this is Ben with AWKWA, Arizona Windsurfing, Kiteboarding, and Wingfoiling Association. So a while back, I did a review of the two-pump TPS 300 portable, rechargeable, inflatable SUP pump. And suffice to say, as those of you who have seen the review will know, it did not go that great. While I was very excited to use that pump, unfortunately, it seemed to stall completely at about 0.4 psi and never got above that despite two different test attempts with two different wings. But in the process of doing the return online, I actually came across the unit's, I guess, lesser powered or smaller sibling, the TPS260. It was cheaper. It seemed to provide the same portability, rechargeability. And so here's what we have here, the two-pump TPS 260. And so here's what it looks like. As you can see, it's a lot smaller than the 300. And that appealed to me actually because my vehicle that I go to the lake with is not large to begin with. It's not that much larger, or excuse me, it's not that much smaller, but for whatever reason, it just feels more portable. I can stick it in the front seat, in the back. It'll wedge in between, all kinds of stuff. And I think one of the issues in my review of the TPS 300 was that the hose was a bit short, in addition to being rigid, and so it would put stress on the wing valve. So I like this because, and maybe you could have done this with the TPS 300 too, with that little elastic headband thing. This is quite a bit more rigid. And so what I did was I just held it while it was inflating the wing. So it worked out really, really great. Speaking of adapters, as one of these adapters, it actually came with this, you can already see a very, very common standard inflatable wing and kite valve or nozzle. So perhaps that was a good omen. I did do a field test about 2 sessions ago, as you can see here in the clip. I was a little concerned that it might have the same issues again, but it worked very much the same as its larger or pricier sibling. Yeah, I mean, right around, I'd say, as it approached about 1 psi or so, maybe a little bit over, you could hear it like kick into that second stage, and yeah, it inflated a normal wing of about 6 to 7 psi, just like that. It was an absolute breeze. I used it with my Armstrong 5.5 meter V1, which was in the last video. So there's actually 2 separate struts that need to be inflated. And initially I was going to just sort of, get it most of the way there and then finish it off with a hand pump. But I just went ahead. It was just so easy and convenient. I just went ahead and just set it to the lower range of the recommended, and just let it do its thing. Next step is the reason I bothering with an inflatable electric pump, and that is to inflate some inflatable wing boards, which I will be using to teach. And so that will be the next test for this unit. Okay, so as I described, we're here to do the field test, or garage test, I should say, of an actual inflatable wingboard. I have the ZE Airship that I demoed last year. It's been basically in its case ever since, and so I do have the inflate hose connected to the unit, And now we just gotta connect it per usual with the HR valve and set it, and we're gonna see how it does. And let's put it on there. All right, it is locked in place. The LED doesn't come up as quick as I'd like. All right, so now I have charged this up to full only one time. We've only used it on a wing. Recommended is 15 to 20, so let's just, what do you say, let's stick it, let's go on the high side, 18. So now let's see what it does. So let's see what it can do on one charge with a full battery. See, it's got the dreaded 0.4 psi that stopped the other one in its tracks. But it seems to be moving along pretty well. Yeah, wow. We're at 0.8 already. There we go. 18 on the dot. Yeah, so I just unplugged it, and that unplugged just like you would expect it would with a normal hand pump. And we're gonna seal this thing, and this thing should be good to go to learn on. Yeah. Wow. I think that took all of maybe 3 minutes. Yeah, I mean that's really, really neat. Like I said, this hose did get, as you would imagine, did get quite warm, but it's already cooled off. The unit is warm to the touch, but really not that bad. So you know, the TPS300 supposedly could inflate, I think, 5 SUPs and I don't know, like 6 wings or something like that, all in succession. Whereas this little guy, its junior sibling, apparently can only do 3 SUPs and like 5 wings or something like that in a row. But you know, to me, that's, who cares? I'm not gonna SUP. And wow, that just made short work of this thing. So very, very impressive. Okay, so in conclusion, I not this isn't going to come as any real surprise to anybody listening, but this TPS260 by TOPUMP is definitely a keeper. 2 thumbs enthusiastically up. Wow, it's been quite the turnaround from my first experience with the company and its larger cousin, the TOPUMP TPS 300, which I had to send back. So I'm definitely glad, thrilled in fact, that I gave TOPUMP and this specific product that I just happened to come across, that I gave it another chance and picked it up. It inflates wings so fast, so precisely, and it just comes in such a compact
package that's just easy to store. And it's definitely gonna be hard to go back. Or I can't see myself going back now to a manual pump. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this review, and I'm glad it had a happy ending. Don't forget to hit the like button below, as well as if you haven't already, please do go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you can get notified of the latest videos as soon as they come out. And so, until the next time, as always, this is Ben with AWKWA, wishing you good winds and happy sailing.